You still have Rihanna.
Yeah.
You break Rihanna.
Yep.
You play her on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
You share her music with Jay.
No, they had a meeting with Jay, her manager.
Mm-hmm.
Jay wasn't sold on the idea. Me and him had a discussion that turned into an argument about her.
Really?
Yeah.
And how'd that go?
That's where the gray starts happening, and that's where, when you talk about all this shit about not getting my credit,
yes,
that's where it is.
Talk to me.
Because it was just me and him. And the people that worked for him that now basically own Rock Nation weren't in that conversation that me and him had in the hallway of 4040 Club. And I get erased from the story because no one else knows about that argument that I was yelling at him that I think she's incredible, she's dope. And he was saying, I think it's just one song, like a one hit. I'm like, no, she's incredible. She has other songs, other music. I think she's going to be big. And that was that argument.
And how'd you convince him?
I don't know. I just was, I guess, passion. I was explaining to him like what she is and what she could be. Yeah.
And eventually he just conceded. He was like, all right, fine.
Yeah, like in that hallway?
In that hallway.
Yeah, he was like, you really think, like I'm convincing him, like, you really think she's all that? Like, yeah, like, take a second look or rethink this or understand it could be this, and maybe you're not seeing this angle or this angle. Now, I will say this. I was thinking, I love Caribbean music, so it was more of a Caribbean thing to me.
Right.
Eventually, she just went straight pop.
Right.
Which I was not happy about, but whatever.
But it worked out.
My business, yeah.
Now, is there a part of you that wishes that you got a piece of whatever she's done?
Yeah, of course.
Why didn't you?
A couple reasons. One, I got a job out of it. Like, from that conversation with Jay, he's like, this kid has passion. He knows what he's talking about. I'm going to hire him. That's how I got my A&R job at Rockefeller.
Right.
From her and Damian Marley.
Right.
So he's like, this kid is on the pulse of what's going on, especially Caribbean. Damian Marley, before he was really known, Welcome to Jam Rock, I broke that record too. And Rihanna. And he was like, oh, this kid knows some shit.
You broke the Welcome to Jam Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Definitely.
Really?
Yeah. Sean Paul was through me. Welcome to Jam Rock.
Hold on. You broke Sean Paul?
Yes.
Which song?
Give Me the Light.
I'm learning new shit today.
Yeah,
I had my list of guys that you broke.
I brought Sean Paul to every different label to get him signed. Because the reason why Sean Paul, to me, could have been a superstar, which he did.
He was a superstar.
Yeah, what I saw in him was I love reggae music. I love dancehall music. Sean Paul was good looking, and you could understand his words more than
the average reggae artist.
Yeah, the reggae artists are talking hardcore patois, Jamaican slang.
Yes.
And I saw, whenever I did DJ, like more Latin parties, like they love all the dancey reggae. Maybe
not fucking with the
hardcore
Bantan,
shit,
that kind of shit.
Right. So Sean Paul would always rip in the Spanish club. So I'm like, okay, this guy, he kind of looks Puerto Rican a little bit. He's light skinned.
I thought he was white.
He can cross over into other worlds. And then Give Me the Light came out, and I was like, this. So I brought him to all the labels. And the reason why he didn't get a deal through me is because the label he was kind of signed to, which is VP Records, has all the Jamaican artists at one point. It's a weird situation, but they didn't want to let him go. So then eventually Atlantic did a distribution deal with VP.
Through VP.
Yeah.
So you get cut out.
Yeah, I get cut out.
Once again.
But I wasn't trying to get cut in. I was trying to get Sean Paul a situation. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying you weren't in it for good intentions, but
yeah, I was young and dumb.
Right.
The guy, I'll tell you later on. But anyway, so I got a job out of it. Right. And then also Rihanna asked me to be her DJ. But I didn't do it because I was so loyal to Hot 97.
Hold on. So you say no to Rihanna with being her personal DJ?
Yeah. I should have went.
Not necessarily.
For what I wanted to do in life, I should have went.
What was that?
Like I rather travel and rock audiences than what I thought I wanted to do was sit in a dark room every day and talk to nobody.
Right.
I love the radio, don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But I was more of I like traveling.
You were caught up in the whirlwind that was Hot 97.
Yeah.
And you're wrapped up in that culture, and everybody there wants to have a morning show. So you start thinking, I should have a morning show. That's the goal. It's like the
goal was Flex's show.
Regardless which show.
Yeah.
The idea is like, as a comic, you get caught up in that world. You start thinking, well, I should have a sitcom.
Right.
Even if you don't really, truly want the sitcoms, because everyone around you wants it.
Correct.
So that's you. You're like, I want to have Flex's show because Flex is God, and I'm close to God.
Oh, I thought I was training to do Flex's show, which I was.
Right.
But then I realized he was never leaving.
So you're going to have to take it. You got to take power. You don't get power.
You got to take power. So then, the morning show was next.
So boom, you could have been way happier with Rihanna, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Sean Paul also could have had this deal. Then you get a piece another time where...
Yeah. Are you trying to depress me in this conversation?
Maybe it's something we go down. Maybe it's something we come up. You know what I mean? I didn't know about the Damian Marley.
Yeah, Damian Marley. It's funny. I went to SNL to hang out when Jay-Z was performing.
Yes.
Like when last year when 444 came out.
Okay.
And then it's funny. I just remembered the second song he did was a song with Damian Marley, and he came out, and I'm watching him perform, and I was like, oh shit.
I introduced these guys.
I introduced them to each other. I introduced them to each other in 2000, I want to say 5.
Right.
At backstage at BB King's in New York City.
Right.
Like I literally walked Damian Marley over to Jay-Z, said, Jay, this is Damian Marley.
Yeah.
He's got a hot record out right now. He's dope.
Greatest A&R in the history of the game, Cipha Sounds. Who else?
I don't know.
Who else broke it more?